Alright. Assuming it did the thing, I think we're back now. Excuse me. Should be showing up on the YouTube side as well. I don't know. Well, actually, I got an idea why it did that, and it's partly because, you know, it's fucking summer. Even if I'm in the basement, my adapter gets a little too hot sometimes. So I think it decided to just not with the thing, but that's okay. Either way, we're back now, so continuing where we left off. Alright, king of this hollowed city. It's time for you to step down from your throne, once and for all! You. You're the one who... Here they come! So I see. I await your orders, master. This Nazgul knows Miss Constantine's. I know. Alright, well, he's got some helpers. Hey, you're gonna get the Bond 7 before he does. Bond grind, bitch. You know what? Let me try something. If I do this instead of the other guy, I played around with a few ideas. I don't know if he'll use that skill thing or not, like he did with the first one. Either way, you're getting nuked. Ah, there's 3 of them, and they have defense, and they're counted as roam. Oh, shit. Ha! Funny we got Boudica on the team, so technically I could use the anti-roam shit she's got. And 1 turn KO. Next. Second Rampart of Oaths. Oh, they're just gonna boost your defense more and more, huh? Yeah, good ignore defense skills would be very useful for this shit. Alright, let me see if this thing's actually working or not. Man, that took a little bit. Okay, well apparently it took a minute to sync up the freaking chats. Has I seen anyone with 100% DaVinci grown-up version? No, I have not seen 100% DaVinci grailed. I have seen someone commit in level 100 freaking Blackbeard, which was hilarious to me. But most people I've seen level up shit is the usual suspects, I'd put it as. Alright, go get them. First we warm you up with Rama Raiko, and then you get a helping of God. Oh, the cursed hand. Yeah, I mean, that's not... That one I could kind of see. And Raiko is down. Oh no, you killed the MILF. Well, technically, fucking Morgan's a MILF too. But oh no, they've killed the MILF, you bastard. It's only right for the other MILF to blast you now. My fucking back. Anyway. I did just recently grail Draco up to level 100. Draco, whatever. That reminds me, I got a alter ego, huh? That reminds me though, I got those 2 servants I really gotta play around with as well. Okay, the Nazgul has been defeated. We won, but was that me? Sure looked like you. Well, the enemy was quite similar to your spirit origin patterns, Constantinius. His parameters were significantly lower than yours. Grailed Savage show at the end of the stream. I only got 5. But it was still me. Which must mean... Ah, shit. A trap, I knew it! Damn it! Get away from me, Master! Tusina, keep him safe! Constantine! They corrupted my boy. Oh, good. I finally found you. Shine as brightly as a flower and bloom in glory. That is what you said to me when you stood by my side. Whatever the time or circumstance. You and I were always together, in sickness and health and everything between. Is this your wife? Yes. We're always at each other's side, until death did us part. Even now, our bond endures. As you've proven every time you use your noble phantasm. Okay, are we going with the sentient fucking city again? We already have that with the Aztec Tenno. God damn it. But that was long ago. I have a new body now. And this time, I'll create a new proper self. One that can withstand any disaster, any nation, any atrocity. We're dealing with a literal sentient fucking Constantinople, aren't we? Did the music shut off? Or is it supposed to be silent? This is... Yes. This is your city, my emperor. Who are you? Show yourself! This is your dream. Your final destination. Everlasting rule. Eternal prosperity. Is this not the wish you made upon the Holy Grail? This is Constantinople, your city. The city in which you lived. The city you loved above all else. My city. Another wonderful day. Praise be to our Emperor! Come now, everyone. Let's give thanks to our God and to our divine leader. Come on, Emperor, play with us. I love how we're reusing, like, the fucking, Salem NPCs. for this. Even though the fucking Byzantines didn't even remotely dress like that. Ah, now I see. A happy city, a happy nation, a happy people. My wish, my dream, was both grand in scope and as common as they came. Grand yet simple. It was worth whittling myself down, worth pushing myself beyond my limits. Can you truly restore this happiness? Would it even be right to try? Of course. I see. Yes, you're right. Here as this new city's emperor, I could lead it into an era of prosperity to match any nation in history. It's a beautiful wish. One any failed ruler must have dreamed of at some point. A peaceful nation that will last and flourish for all of time. Honestly, the tragedy about Constantine was really he was born in the wrong era, honestly. If he was born in an era that was at least a bit more manageable in terms of the status of the fucking Eastern Roman Empire, I feel like he could have been pretty damn good. But he was just, I would say he was the right man for the job, born at the wrong time. Because he definitely had a lot of potential from what I've seen. Reading on his moves before the whole siege of Constantinople happened with the Ottomans. Speaking of which, these fucking people are cowards. We don't have any Arabic fucking servant. Give me my Suleiman the Magnificent, damn you. On what grounds are you saying this? Looking into, A, the state of the empire at the time, and B, like, if you looked into his rule on everything he tried to do before the siege of Constantine happened. Because he made a good number of political moves and stuff that could have helped restore the Eastern Roman Empire. There was one thing that was kind of like a back and forth. We have Hassans. They aren't like Islamic per se, though. The Hassans were different. They were a cult in on itself. That's a separate case. But there was a move he tried to do where he tried to unite both like the Orthodox and like the Western Church. And if that went through, that could have helped a lot in the long run. A faction is what they are. But they ain't Islamic, though. That's why I'm like, these people are cowards. We need more fucking... There's so many fucking people they could have taken outside of the Hassans if they wanted to do anything between Persian and Arabic history. I mean, we do have Alexander the Great's rival, but he's weird. Even if they didn't want to touch on, like, anything with, like, the Islamic age, there's still plenty of options. Jesus Christ, they could have done, like, with a few of the emperors from the Saracens and shit like that, too. Think they're afraid of the backlash? Probably, and I'd be like, you guys are fucking cowards. Commit or fucking don't do the game at all. Is how I would put it. I'm like, we commit, we go all the fucking way. Who cares about backlash? Let them call me racist. Let them boo. I've seen what makes them cheer. And I tell you, I do not give a fuck on what those people think. Obvious though my answer was, it was still some time before I could bring myself to voice it. Hell, even fucking America, you know? We got so many people that could be servants too. They only touched on one folklore hero. We could do nothing but hope. Nah, that's why I make my own shit. The things I plan, my boy. Hell, didn't even fucking... There's so many people they could have brought in. Just other folklore shit. Other individuals. John Brown would have been hilarious to bring in. But it is what it is. So much untouched potential. Exactly. There's so many people. So much shit. Obviously, my answer was, it was still some time before I could bring myself to voice it. But that could never happen. I knew that was what I had to say, though I was worried my own regrets would be readily apparent. It pained me deeply to betray her hopes and dreams. But your dream died long ago. For it is my dream no longer. You know, honestly, the Byzantines really got fucked over, like, with the Fourth Crusade, now that I'm going back to this whole shit. They had moments here and there afterwards where how they took the fucking city back from the fucking Latin Empire that they formed after the Fourth Crusade, but if the Fourth Crusade didn't happen, I think Constantinius here would have been in a better position alone. But that was the betrayal of the whole fucking Christian, the Western Christians for you. That's really what sold the decline. Yeah, it was an empire in decline, but the Fourth Crusade fucking was like the death knell, if you would. And then it really went downhill from there. Though even after Constantinople fell, it did technically last for like another few years. Because there was a few like remnant forces and shit in like Greece. But like I said, Constantine here, you're just a man born at the wrong time. That's really what it was. Master, you can hear me, yes? Of course. Man can shatter through fucking dimensions now. Forgive the intrusion, Emperor Constantinius. You... How dare you interfere? It's true. I did dream of this once. My beloved people, my beloved nation. And you, once, I would have loved nothing more than to see you rebuilt. It would be hard to deny that I have had a far simpler desire than this city coming to a peaceful end. But I understand all too well how that fleeting dream can never be. I am an emperor. My job is to lead people where they need to go. It would be a fraud. I would be a fraud if I allowed myself to be so easily led astray by frail dreams. Emperor Constantinius. It seems clear we have found our enemy. But it also seems, she, question mark, has strong ties to you personally. Who is she? Her name is Constantinople. She is the city itself. Yeah, we're going with the personification of the city bullshit again. The city itself. The heroic spirit of an entire city? No, wait, she hasn't reached full hero spirit status. We've seen cases like, yeah, I was about to say, Tenno, Chitel, whatever. We've seen cases like Tenno, but still, this is a strange and rare phenomenon. Can we stop making heroic spirits out of cities? Air in the city is bad, not gonna lie. Can we stop making heroic spirit cities when we have so many other people that are worthy of being heroic spirits that haven't even been added into the fucking game yet? Now I see. That's how the wall early was able to repair itself. Yes. The city itself is a living organism. Can't stop wetting my pants. Ah! We are standing inside it even now. She didn't detect us until the moment we broke one of her walls. Because breaking it caused her pain. Anyone would notice an intruder if that intruder physically hurt them. It also explains how she repaired them so quickly. Why? This city is wrong. You were a mistake. You were mistaken from the beginning. Cities come into being when people come together. But you don't attract these people naturally. You abduct them. They already had their lives, their homes, which you had no right to take from them. A city of unwilling citizens is no city at all. It's just a spacious prison. Cities are born from the will of their people. And that's why you are mistaken, Constantinople. I don't care. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care! This time I'm going to make this city myself the way I should be! I don't know, you're gonna have to talk about Constantine, you're gonna have to talk with Constantine the Great on that one if you want to be sure how you're apparently supposed to be the way you're supposed to be. I'll be more beautiful, more prosperous, more durable than I ever was before. Please, join me, my Emperor. For me. For this city. More like I want to be obsessed. As much as it pains me, my beloved city, I cannot do that. Let's go! You go, girl. Alter ego, huh? Alright, so let's see here. I think we'll go with be independent. Let's see if this is a good opportunity to use the two that I haven't. Space Tar's good. Pretenders are good, so we'll go with you as well. And then, let's see. I was gonna say, Solomon? Who do I want to use? Who do I want to use? And the Pretender will be there. I mean, that's kind of what I assumed when I saw freaking Dr. Roman floating around. I'm like, you're not Dr. Roman. How much until she gets to level 5? Oh, okay, literally one battle. Alright, fuck it, we'll use you, even though you're not gonna be exactly useful. Fuck it. Like I said, when I saw, like, Roman was there, but he didn't act like Roman, I'm like, you're Solomon, aren't, well, I mean, you're, I was thinking he was Goda, honestly. Alright, we're gonna try out Space Tar. Space Kiggy. Let's see, what version do I got her in? Do I want her in the third? Do I want her in the second? Finally, she finally got her swimsuit. She just had to turn into a beast to get it. I think we'll go with this version first, then work my way around with the other fights. The second beast is one from the fucking servant verse, technically. Gotta, never too late. I want my Matahari swimsuit. And it's going to be even less close. Alright, so I know you got this, but I've yet to figure out what the fuck your gimmick is. We just have a random skill that serves no fucking purpose. Okay. Oh no, that's why I got Hephaestion here. Because Hephaestion's a single target. The other two, her I brought along to just try her, and these guys I brought along because it's only really one battle, and then they're fucking max bond, so I'm like, alright, fuck it. Well, fuck 5. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. Alright, go get him, Hephaestion. Fuck them up. Yeah, right? Alright, the cards tell me to use... Tell me to use Space Car. Oh, that's funny! You actually poisoned them. Alright, let's see. And we'll save that. Alright, go get him. Go get him, Space Kaggle. First time using this. Oh, you go through all the nice ass shot. But it goes through all the ascended forms. Interesting. That looked like I stared into the fucking abyss there, Jesus Christ. She looks happy at least, right? Time of her fucking life. Buddy! Alright, do the pearl thing. Go get him. Ah, so close. Oh well. For the twins artists. They aren't twins. They're friends. But they're like a presto servant for like the same god. It was funny when I was reading like up on these two, because I'm like, where the fuck did they come from? It's like, oh, they're from a Natsuverse game that that had to shut down. I'm like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. Read every event story. Ah, maybe. Pollution. Ah, fuck. Okay. Tell me your ultimate attack was pollution. Ah, man, Tenno's gonna be real mad with you. Alright, go get him. But I just explored, it was like this one water god from Japan was their fucking presto servant, but talking about the two characters themselves, I'm just like, where the fuck did these people come from? And it's just like, oh, okay. Weird, alright. I'm on JP, so that's it. You don't know how to read the kanji. How dare you? So I'm saying you don't know how to read kanji. Alright, now if we did this correctly, yep, there it is, there's Bond 5. Now I can read her fucking whole thing properly. Why? I thought this was what you wanted. I thought this was what you wished for. So why? 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 I abandoned that wish a long time ago. That's all there is to it. Liar. I did it. The singularity is all repaired now. Just give me a sec. I'll get you guys home. What should we do about these people? It's all right. They're not dead. They should regain consciousness soon. Once they do, they'll go back to their original towns on their own. Back to where they truly belong. So we were kidnapping people. That wasn't just an illusion. Got it. All right, Master. Believe our job is done. Shall we return to the storm border? Hey, Constantinius, can we talk for a bit? Oh, hello, Master. What can I do for you? If you need help with the report, I'd be glad to assist. It is about the singularity, but not the report. Oh. Were you lying back there? Saw right through me, didn't you? Yes. I suppose I was. That city was everything I ever dreamt of. All those people happily going about their peaceful lives. How could that ever be a bad thing? I wanted to reach out and grab hold of it. I wanted to lose myself in that dream. Even though I knew the wish was wrong, and that it was horribly twisted in how it was granted. Of course, I knew that city would soon fall to ruin. I could almost see its future unfolding before my eyes. But, seeing everything I lost right before my eyes, I couldn't even consider such a future. If not for you, Master, I may well have stayed there. My connection to you is the only thing helping me cling to my sanity, and even then it was a very near thing. In spite of all of that, she was still trying to grant my wish, even if doing so was clearly a mistake. My apologies. I realize I'm a touch overcome just now. Hold on a second. Wine? I thought you could use it. Ha ha! Even though you're still not of the drinking age, how fucking old are we? Still, I appreciate this. We're not of the... Dead people should remain so, my dear. To my beloved city, Constantinople. Seriously, how fucking old are we at this point? How many fucking years has it been? And I'm still not the drinking age. What was I recruited at fucking 12? Cheers. I, the Emperor, raise my glass high and pray to my city's soul may finally find peace. I think we're finally at 18 at the end of part 2. And in most fucking countries, 18 is a drinking age. So this pushing out bullshit is ridiculous. I think the most, like, fucking chill about it is Germany, where they give you a fucking beer as soon as you hit puberty or some shit. I'm like, motherfucker, we should be at least 18. Why the hell can we not drink? Though I think we did accidentally drink that one time, so at least there's that, but still. I'm like, how fucking, what's... It's pretty much, I'm like, what, who the fuck care? I'm like, and like I said, in most fucking places, 18 is the drinking age. At least last I fucking looked. My regret and my inability to keep my beloved city and citizens safe will last for as long as I draw breath. But without regrets. Hey, what's up, Descending? You know what? Because we're supposedly Japanese, let me just remind myself. What the fuck is the drinking age in Japan? Alright, what is the legal drinking age in Japan? Question mark. A Netscape, no less. Interesting. Okay, so in Japan, apparently it's 20 years old. But the general age of majority, whatever that fucking phrase means, is 18. At least I can enjoy my mulberries, right? Okay, so if we're going with the Japanese rules, okay, but fuck you. What's the average drinking age worldwide? Jesus Christ, this fucking thing did it wrong. Yeah, okay, so 64% of the fucking world, 18 is the legal drinking age. Ah, so that's what the phrasing means, okay. The global standard is 18. And we're in fucking organization based in Antarctica, so you can argue we're under global international law. So, by international law, 18, which I think you are in this fucking game, is the set standard. But you have several nations in Europe that allow you to drink alcohol at 16. So it's bullshit. I'm like, here's a compromise, because we're a multi-ethnical... We got the first part, he's already 8. I don't know, I'd sum that up as you're fucking 16 at the first part. Because that's how it works sometimes in Japan. But the time stopped, right? No, it didn't. The year still went. The time did not stop, it's just people disappeared. So like I'm saying, if we're gonna go with the establishment of our organization is international, we're in a territory that isn't under any jurisdiction of any one nation. Therefore, we operate under international law per se. The fucking drinking age should be 18, so this motherfucker should be able to have alcohol by now. Why are we playing by the Japanese law rules if we're under international bullshit standards? This is fucking heresy. Motherfucker. Even if you make the argument of we go by the law of the nation of the head of the organization, motherfucker Malsbury, as far as I know, was fucking English, and they allow alcohol at 16. I think he's setting an example to MASH. No, MASH is the one enforcing the motherfucking thing. Are you kidding me? It's just you're scripted as a beta male, bitch. And I hate it. There is no fucking way any normal person would not have lost their virginity, for example, if any other normal person was in the same setting as this and was carried by plot armor. I don't give him excuses anymore. Yeah, it's bullshit. It really is. It's just bullshit. Without regrets, where would all this love go? And so I have no choice but to continue with this love, even as it eats away at me, body and soul. Constantinople, my beloved city. I hope you can forgive my betrayal. May you find peace now that you've been laid to rest. Nah, that bitch is gonna haunt your dreams from now on, man. Because just as the dead must never come back to life, I am afraid you too must remain dead, Unless the living desire otherwise. Are you okay? If there was a sex ring. Oh, the moment fucking, like a prostitution ring. Nah, man. The moment, Kama and, fucking Kira step foot in Chaldea, there's going to be so much sex. It's gonna be insane. Just because those two influence that shit so bad. Shit constant. Yeah, something like that. Sex dungeon is what it would be. No, it would be a cult. It would be a cult, not a sex dungeon. Are you okay? Yes, but the sex cult's accurate. Yeah, especially with Kira. Jesus Christ. I mean, that was her thing, too. That's what happened in her timeline. They had to literally take her out because she was leading a sex cult. As long as this bond you and I share lasts, these regrets will never fade. Marble gold is so ass, thank God I bought a pack. Of course I am. Don't worry. I'm used to these sort of things. What, disappointment and fucking depression? And with that, I gave my master a smile. I'm used to disappointment and betrayal and depression. What do you think I lived through going through the Ottoman siege? And corrupted the boy. I mean, sometimes she tries, but she's also one of those, why do I gotta do my fucking job? They taste better. Yeah, why did you? Alright, let's see. So we're B++ now. Let's see. Looks like invincibility, she's slacking. That's kind of her thing, though. He's like, I want to corrupt you, but I'm also lazy as fuck because I don't want to do my job. I hate you, but I love you at the same time, is what she constantly says. It's like, I love you and I want to corrupt you, but I hate that I have to put in the fucking work. I'm like, girl, you're impossible. Alright, so we went from 1 turn invincibility to 3. Nice. That's very good. That's a very good thing. Defense is the same, but it might be up a little bit more. Let's see. To do increase NP strength. Oh, nice. They gave him more. He gave him actually more of an interesting boost, lazy bum. Yep. Increases with overcharge and applies damage cut. Okay, so we still got the damage cut thing if you're Roman, but now it also increases your NP strength. So that actually makes it not just a defense, great defense NP. It also gives you a bit more of a use if you want to stack it with other NPs on a Rome team. That's pretty good. That was a nice, that was a very nice boost there. Alright. What time we at? Almost 2 o'clock. Okay. Given I gotta kind of mow my lawn, I think story-wise we'll pause it here. Assuming I don't sleep in on Thursday, we'll come back and do Don Quirk's little adventure here. And then we'll save Tagan and freaking Russian Yeah story for next week. That said, Let me read this one's fucking profile now. Because I have it all unlocked and listened to their audio. Alright, oh, okay. Let's see. This is the orange one, I believe. Hebe Key. First year high school student working part-time at whatever the hell it's pronounced as cafe. She puts her hobby of cooking and baking to good use at work. But she's absolutely useless at cleaning. So she relies entirely on her friend for that. Her genuine, chill, easygoing demeanor tends to confuse people around her. But she's as harmless as she is kind-hearted. She's also boldly challenged by the once cool and unassailable Chikigari, which I believe is the green hair, in the past, eventually winning her trust. Now she enjoys taking care of her, who loses all traces of that cool demeanor. She is, in fact, a holy scripture created by a certain vampire. And when wielding her true power, she transforms into a young man dressed in white. I'm sorry, that was a man form? Yeah, didn't know from the looks. Nah, it's just they've been together so much, they might as well be like sisters, but they're definitely friends. I'm sorry, so that white form that you transformed into during this event, that was supposed to be your man form. Okay. So are you telling me that when you transform into Cyrus, you're also a dude? Because I question that. I don't think you are. I believe that's bullshit. Okay, first year high school student working part-time at the cafe. Her inferiority plot complex triggered by her complete perfectionist older sister. You have an older sister? Drove her to act like the ideal honor student, driving people away before they could get close to her. Now she revels in laziness. Yeah, that does reflect in a lot of her lines. Spending her days lying around and snacking. She might act crude and makes no effects to hide her lackadaisical side, or however the fuck you pronunciate that. But when she's forced into action, she throws herself into it completely, which often leads to more trouble. She keeps a watchful eye on Hibiki, who might go off and do who knows what if left unchecked, or so she claims. Though she's born into an ordinary family and average in most ways, she has a tendency to open things best left alone. So you're one of those people that's lazy to a fault, but when you do get motivated to do things, you fucking overcompensate and fuck things up more. Got it? Sacred ritual dance of yore tied closely to the gods. It's said that act of dancing is a mystic in and of itself. Its origin said to date back when Izora, who deeply loved the ceremonial dancing, was taught the long-distance dance of Ame no Uzume. She's an airhead? No. Nah. More of a tsundere, given how she acts, but like a lazy head fucking tsundere. In fact, they actually, she jokingly says, depending on what this one does, be like, ah, how tsundere of you. Because they're from a timeline when that was kind of like the thing to say. So like early 2000s-ish era. Incidentally, both Hibiki and Chika have no rhythm whatsoever. Gate of whatever. Gate said to lead to whatever no more. Mira, residence of the sea god Watasubume. There was a time like that? Yeah. In Japan, there definitely was. That was like early 2000s, if I recall. People knew anime slangs back then? Yeah. It wasn't as widespread over in the West, obviously, but yeah. It was definitely more in Japan during that time. Should one succeed in opening a gate, they might gain access to the power of the eternal realm of Tokoyo. Not Tokyo, Tokoyo. Fujiwara no Hidesake once passed through this gate, later returning. It must be in the cheeks. His arms loaded with treasure that include a bale of rice that never runs out. Rice for days is fucking thing? That's where they got it from. Interesting. The gems. Someone fucked up on the translation there. The gems of the... Oh wait, no, that's the ranking. I'm retarded. Anyway. The gems of the sea deity said to grant the power to freely manipulate the flow of the tides. Whoever possesses these pearls, legends say, can use the tides to wash away vast armies and even part the seas to create a path. Yes, with these pearls, you can be both Moses and a waterbender. Shikiga is responsible for the tide flowing pearl, while Hibiki handles the tide ebbing pearl. Although they do get them mixed up sometimes. Sounds about right. Second Ascension. Lawful good. Katara, kind of. The sea boundary is a path connected land and sea, sealed in mythology when Yamashok whatever Hiko and Toyotama Hime parted ways. The princess. She is Cinderella and a waterbender. Yeah, she's not exactly Cinderella. She's more tomboy, in my opinion. A little more tomboy than Cinderella. But not as much as the blind one. Whose name I can't remember right now. But could these gems said to cleave the sea and open the path actually be the keys to the gate that sealed this very boundary? Toyotama Hime's residence, Warinomori, lies in Tokoyo. She got Cinderella tendencies sometimes, but that could just be the fucking hormones because she's a teenager at the time. The divine world itself, if one could open the gate and reach it, they would gain the power flow that they could gain the immense power that flows from the castle. When Azume no Sora holds up the gems, the gate of Toyoto opens. Tori gates emerge one after another from the sea, each connecting directly to the whatever no Mari. Every time magical energy releases from the gems, passes through a Tori gate. It grows more powerful until it finally becomes a giant whirlpool that swallows all enemies, which is what the fucking NP represents for the most part. This noble phantasm takes the legends of the sinking 10,000s of the enemies into the sea and revives it into the modern era. My noble phantasm, you fucking drown! That is my noble phantasm. My noble phantasm is you drown! That which dies with the dawn and is reborn with the night. The most brilliant light in the sky, called the goddess of plenty or the celestial wolf. A celestial beacon defied by ancient sailors. The sun is another facet, alter ego, of Azuma no Izari. As the star god, Izari is defined. It's the fine concept of a star seen from Earth. Not a god from beyond. How this works within the Age of Gods remains unknown because shit was fucking wild. If we get true Benken, because we don't have actual Benken, it'd probably be something related. Hell, that might just be his noble phantasm, honestly. Being like a last stand type thing that like lasts for so long, like where he's like invulnerable, and then at the end of like the time limit or whatever, he just dies standing up. That's how I would see a noble phantasm from Benken being. like last stand guarding his master type shit, because that's mainly what he's known for in terms of historical feat. I can see that. I can see that. It would be so sick. Yeah, it would be awesome, actually. He's like, yeah, you're invulnerable for this many turns. It doesn't matter how much the enemy shits on you during these turns. Yeah. You're invulnerable for this many turns, but once the turn ends, you die. This faucet was born from prayers and people, causing it to be unceremoniously washed ashore on an unknown coast. Okay, yeah, this is the backstory that he told us, where he ended up in the human world. He met that Utah person, and then Utah kind of just got fucking killed because they thought she was a witch or some shit, and they tried to use her in a ritual, and then Azora got back to the ocean. He said the surface fucking sucks. So many years later, when he was dying, he was granted the opportunity to be summoned as a servant. During this on a whim, I couldn't care less. But on that day, this cruising deity would encounter 2 stars, which are these 2. In scroll paintings and Kurgan performances, I saw it pierced with his face covered by a white sheet. It was not to hide an ugly countenance, but rather to contain a brilliance too dazzling to behold. After his encounter in the singularity, his aura woke as a divine spirit. In doing so, he gained a brilliance as great as the star rising beyond the horizon, watched over by Empress Jingdo. There's a few of them like that. And this is about the Cyrus. Cyrus. The integration of the spirit origin is Azora after he voluntarily split himself apart with the holy scripture of Terenten, which is that one's true form. Serving as the base, unlike Hibiki, who uses most of her functions to foster human-like traits, this form reflects significant enhanced physical abilities and magical power of the combined combat-focused Tenten. Chigara, who was absorbed into this form, remains a conscious presence nonetheless, delivering merciless burns whenever Cyrus steps out of line. The scripture of Turin's modeled it's a model of the universe born from the attempt by noble vampires known as the 27 Death Apostates to prove the existence of God. Concealed deep within a labyrinth, they unexpectedly came into contact with Chikigara, who appeared in its innermost depths. How? Don't fucking know. They then took on a human form and escaped to the surface under their own power. So hilarious! I know they mentioned, she was in a labyrinth or something, but I was going with I don't know, she's like a physical representation of a star. No, apparently she's a book. A holy scripture that fucking death apostles made to try and prove the existence of God. Jesus Christ, these fucking vampires get bored sometimes, huh? We're making a holy scripture so we can prove the existence of God. Why? Because we're fucking bored. We live basically forever. I didn't know she was affiliated with the funny vampire part of the Natsu-verse. That's the one bit I haven't even remotely looked at yet. Well, that and the one where the witch comes from, but that'll happen sooner or later. This time there was someone along Chica as a presto servant. The likely reason is that Triton, essentially a human-sized universe. I'm sorry, a human-sized universe. The fuck did these death apostles make? Was the optimal vessel to receive the divine spirit of a star, or so we believe. Whatever thoughts could cross the mind of the devout believer Black Alcatraz, upon learning that the Holy Scripture he crafted had come to house a god. I'm sorry, a universe? A human-sized universe. The fuck? These fucking Death Apostles make the craziest of shit sometimes. Now, is that the tan dude that popped up in, Fake Order? Let me look up this guy's name. No, looks like you're blue-haired. They are bored, yeah. Oh no, they're the one guy that doesn't technically have a form. From Strange Fake You Eat, yeah. I don't know, I call it Fake Order for some reason sometimes. Okay, so he's the one that... He doesn't have an appearance, but he's the guy who was talking to the old man on the phone during that one scene where he was flipping through his book to, like, look at the potential future timelines and shit. Okay, so yeah, the guy on the phone that was like, careful old man, don't read too far, otherwise you're gonna set that future in stone. Or whatever the fuck his conversation was, that guy. That guy apparently created this bitch. Or at least led the project to create this bitch. Along with the change in their spirit origin, the noble phantasm has been sublimed into starlight marmalade. By passing through the gates of eternity, they transform their bodies into a mass of energy, striking down their enemies with the speed and power of a meteor, making it Cyrus's most powerful offensive NP. Their brilliance, as if returned all things to a primordial state, invokes the starry sky beyond the telescope, a swirling sea of marmalade. It's literally stated they made her to prove the existence of God. Literally, at the beginning when I said this shit. How did you forget already? I said it 5 minutes ago. We created this holy scripture that somehow became sentient and a human through reasons because we wanted to prove the existence of God. Why? Don't fucking know. I delete files too fast. There. Alright, let me see what your bond shit is. Wait, double phantasm high speed, what?
万樹の光、天に満ち。万樹の光、天に満ち。
Ah, okay, that's what you mean by high speeds. Where they created a lucid. Yeah, like I said, it's part of that universe. This is all relating to part of that universe. In fact, they supposedly met her, maybe, and they kind of had like a dialogue. When I was going through the room lines, they mentioned that, oh yeah, we know this one.
鏡崎高校1年4組、日々の響きです。お菓子とか作れます。同じく、桂木千鍵だ。お菓子とか食べます。今更だけど私ら、すごい場違いなところに来てないか？大丈夫か？
We need to act like
何
professionals.
言ってるかな、このチカちゃんは。私たち、サーバントになっちゃったんだよ。もっとビシッとしないと。疑似な、疑似。代理みたいなもんだろ。まあ、私はほどほどに頑張るんで、お前もほどほどに期待しといてくれ。はい、それじゃあこっちの自己紹介はここまで。今度はあなたのことを教えてほしいな。たくさんお話聞かせてくださいね。
たくさん。They call me customer.
疑似サーバントには神様が表に出てくる場合とこっちにお任せな場合があるんだって。イソラは表に出たがるタイプではないよな。むしろ無茶ぶりすごいんだって。何もこんなダメ人間に任せるの
Idiots like us.
ふふふ。責任重大だね。
I know we could really screw this up, she says cheerfully.
この塩蜜玉くらいは使えるようにしておくか。この間は暴走させちゃって大変だったもんね。危うくカルデアを復活させるところだったな。
They know they're idiots. Literally, they just admit it. Just like, I hope I get the hang of this tide flood thing. Yeah, we made a real mess of things last time. We nearly drowned everyone in Chaldea.
店長さん、お疲れ様。そろそろお茶にしませんか？本日のお茶受けはミックスベリーとクリームチーズのパイです。よし、全く疲れてないけどいただくとするか。何？私は料理に興味はないのかと。
She cooks, I eat, and I clean it up.
私は片付けるのが専門。作るのは楽しいけど、私後片付けだけはどうにも苦手で。こいつにやらせると被害が広がるからな。ま、何をするにも適材適所ってやつさ。
Are you telling me there were instances where you tried having Hibiki clean up and she somehow got the dishes dirtier? How does they're made for each other? They're literally opposites, which is funny.
ずっと隠していたことがあるんです。
I'm not normal, I transform. Yeah, that's par for the course here.
普通の人間じゃないんです。なんかもう変身とかしちゃって。
Like Ram and Rem.
ここは驚くところでは？いや、多分伝わってないだけだ。つうか、今さら気にするようなやつじゃないだろ。のマスターなんてやってんだから。
Your new transformation still freak me out.
なんだか安心しちゃったね。まあ、私はお前が変身することについて未だに納得できてないわけだが。あれ？
I mean, it's established when you transform, apparently you even change genders. One is good at cooking, the other is lazy. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen the show, but I know how they interact. Just because of, what the hell was it? That carnival show where they had, like, the 4 different, isekais at the start fused together. Where the pink one, all she does is fucking roast you.
今日も一日お疲れ様でした。うわぁ、なんていうか、慣れって怖いよな。
Being almost eaten by monsters, waiting on celebrities. It feels normal.
当たり前になるとは。私はカルデアライフすごく楽しんでるけど、でもこういうのもいつかは終わっちゃうのかな。私たちも店長さんも元の居場所に帰る時が来て、そう考えるとちょっとだけ寂しいかもしれないね。なあ店長、お前さ、いつかアーネールベって店を探して遊びに来いよな。ちょっと迷ったりするかもしれないけど、お前なら多分見つけられるよ。
Look at that, they're inviting me to track down their modern day equivalents.
約束だよ。アーネーエルベでお待ちしています。
And now they are maids. I mean, yeah. They're maids slash wait staff now. Okay, what the fuck is all this shit? Okay, that's the event shit. I was about to say, what the fuck is that? Alright, let's see. Now, we should have stuff for the combined form. Down here somewhere. I think. Very interesting. Where is you? There you is, I think.
改めてよろしく。
Yep, Cyrus.
僕はシリウス。海の神である弾みのイソラが持つアルターエゴ。星の化身としてのこの力、きっと君の役に立てると思うよ。とは言ってもな、二人に別れてたのを無理やりくっつけてるわけだろ。ずっとこの状態だとどうにもバランスが。あ、クシュン。 ほれ見たか、気を抜いてたらこれだよ。いやー、困ったものですにゃ。
I'm sorry, meow. So, gotta get the balance perfectly right. Fucking sneezes, splits forms. God damn it.
こうして表に出てきているのは僕らの意識だけなんだけど、
Just like fucking Uesigi.
今もイソラはここにいるんだ。霊気を共にしているわけだからね。店長も聞きたいことあるなら案外教えてく
We're
れ
your
るかもしれないぞ。
deity.
え、山
Choose a disability.
ってなんだっけ。いや、確か授業でやったやつだ。おい、どうなんだイソラ先生。
Huh.
ずっと海の底にいたから知らないだって。そういうオチか。
The land of Yamatai. Where was that again? That was Japan that was the closest thing to Japan being a sovereign nation before it became Japan. So Chica's admitting she's an idiot. And Isora's going like, dude, I lived at the bottom of a fucking ocean. You expect me to know what countries are?
前にも少し話したね。今この体のメインフレームになっているのは日々の響きの本当の姿。使徒27その
Ah, okay,
27
so just the last of the 27
光爆
apostates,
アル
not
カ
a
トラ
bunch
ス
of
の
them.
作り上げた生
There's
態、
just one guy apparently now, not all of them.
神の愛を証明するつもりが
It's meant to
宇宙の
prove
スケールモデルを
God's
作って
love,
しまった。
but ended up making a scale model of the universe.
実際のところそれによって彼が何を証明したのかで
Huh.
きなかったのか、僕には。ああ、ところで今日の晩飯何？
You fucking green-haired dumbass. Wow, that's fascinating. So what's for dinner? Fuck you. He's like, I was created because a death apostate wanted to fucking prove God existed, but ended up making a scale model of the universe and crammed it into my human. And we became a human-sized universe. How the fuck that works, I don't fucking know.
この状態でいるのにもだいぶ慣れてきたね。いや、それはお前だけだ。私は全然慣れてない。チカちゃんは危ないことしなくていいんだから、こっちの方がメリットが大きいんじゃないかな。それなんだけどな、ずっと合体してるとどうも乗り物酔いみたいな感じが。うん、その発想はなかった。マスター、君はどうかな。二人と一人、
For now,
どっ
two
ちの僕たちがいいと
is
思う？
my answer.
うんうん、そっか。
The whole package.
その答えもちょっと予想してなかったな。でもいいよ、次に出かける時にはそうしよう。僕たちも楽しみにしてるから。お前今笑ったか？あれ、そんな風に見えたかな。
Alright, now let me just make sure. Did I accidentally skip one?
なあ店長、
Yeah, I did skip one.
普段の
Alright.
響きと今のこいつ全然違うだろ。どっちも同じ響きだってのは私も頭じゃ分かってるんだけどさ。今の僕は昨日の大半を響きと別のことに使っているからね。
Well, she's kind of like a subconscious inside series, kind of. Kind of, yeah.
そんな些細に見えるようなことが
I shut off my emotions because that's not as
気
efficient.
の利いたことも言えなくてごめんよ。
Huh.
まあそのくらい別にいいんじゃないか。人間不愛想なくらいがちょうどいいだろう。うん、確かにそうだ。 不愛想な顔をしていてもチカちゃんは可愛い。お前、そういうところは響きだよな。
Alright, that was amusing. Alright. It's interesting when they technically have like two different forms when it comes to a single servant, so it's kind of interesting seeing how their bond levels go and shit like that. Anyway, what was the other thing? Recommended support? That's new. I didn't need to see. Look at this. Oh, so this is like a priority support. Got it. Okay, that's different. I didn't even notice this. Oh, okay, so it's set for... Okay. Now, is it... No, okay, okay. It's for, like, people that are catching up on the other shit. Okay. Up to Lost Belt 3, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Not gonna set that shit up, though. Now, if I were to go by... Right, I wanted to do it like this. Go with level for now. Oh yeah, I did put more into you too, huh? Oh, either way. Drake's the new one, Draco's the new one I just made to go to 100. Of course, my precious fucking kaiju. My adorable, precious fucking kaiju needs to get to 100 as well. Mercury Man. Because of memes that I did with him in other battles where I just made it where he couldn't fucking die for a while because necromancy. And then, of course, the two bitches I would probably fuck until they can't move no more. Who even likes this man, no offense. There's a good number of people. I mean, he's pretty cool. In how they kind of personify him. It's still a little bit of a dick. But he's kind of cool how he's written. Though realistically, he would be a bit different than how they personify him, but you can chalk that up as he's from a different timeline. But he's pretty cool, actually. Alright, as I look on my ever-growing list of people I need to get to at least fucking NP2 if I get the chance. Sensei level is nice. Yeah, just because, honestly, it's a combination of, how her NP works, and just because I love Scotcha. I'm like, that one's definitely a commitment worth investing in. But then I think they changed it where now I need all these, excuse me, all these, fucking... Those, like, medallion things in order to level them up more now. Like, for example, like, that needs 30. I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing that right now. Same with, yep. I'm like, we ain't doing that for a bit. Coins, fucking coins. Same difference. Oh, I can give you leveled up. Oh, look at that. You need servant crack. I didn't even look at you to level up your skills. Servant crack. Space Kagi gets fucking high. Alright. Let's see. Like I said, though, I gotta at least mow a little bit of my lawn, so we are gonna end things here for now. You mean void dust? It makes sense. Nah, I just refer to that as servant crack. I mean, look at it. It's a black, very thin, powdery fucking substance. I'm like, it's servant crack. Makes sense. You some space. I mean, given a lot of these materials I'm seeing, a lot of it does make sense. But still, my joke is that shit's servant crack. Oh, and of course, it's a unique shit at the end. Oh, well. But like I said, plan-wise, Thursday, assuming I don't sleep in, we'll come back with the Dawn Quirk Interlude. See how that is. And then do Total War later. Because a lot of my mods updated now that they fucking dropped that surprise update on me. But that's more on the kick side. You guys on YouTube are gonna miss that one. Kinda gonna see if my work schedule is gonna stay like it is this week or not on Wednesday. So I can't exactly plan too much into the future, because I'm kinda surprised I'm off Monday. Kinda proud of it, maybe next time, yeah. Maybe. Because we're officially like in the summer work schedule like 2 days ago. And so a lot of shit just changed. And given how Mondays are at my work right now, I'm honestly surprised I didn't have a double. But we'll see if this is going to be a constant or not when I get my schedule for next week. So, we'll see what the fuck happens. Also, my neck is fucking twisted again. Jesus Christ, what's going on with this shit? Either way. Let me pop over here. So like I said, I can't really plan too much beyond this week. I do have off Saturday, but I got some stuff that needs doing on that, considering this is the first time I'm off on a Saturday in a long fucking while. I'm honestly shocked. It's been years since I've been off on a Saturday. But maybe we'll do something on that day if I get the shit done that needs to get done. But that's besides the point. Actually, I might record that day too. There was that one song I did want to get it to. I don't know. That's for later. Either way. As for later today... Oh. Okay, I was wondering why it was labeled that. As for later today... Depending on how the next few hours go, I might be back and we'll be trying one of these games I kinda just got my hands on for free that do intrigue me. I won't spoil it because I don't know if I'll get to it today or not. But that'll be a lot of interesting aspects if I can get around to it today. Either way, thank you guys for coming by, at least saying hello. I do appreciate it. You guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn times you guys are in. And we'll see you all again next time, whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you later.